Running payroll for the first time as a small business owner feels less like celebrating growth and more like handling a live explosive device. The primary fear isn't just making a mistake, it's the sheer anxiety of an unexpected IRS tax penalty, an angry employee holding an incorrect paycheck, or a botched tax filing that costs thousands of dollars to undo. Wave Accounting offers an accessible, cost-effective payroll solution for small businesses, but improper setup will quickly turn that convenience into a compliance nightmare. Setting up Wave Payroll correctly from day one avoids the chaos of unfiled quarterlies, incorrect withholdings, and broken ledger entries. The core mistake most business owners make is rushing through the onboarding checklist without gathering their foundational tax documents first. The setup process begins at the business profile level, where precision is mandatory. You must enter your exact legal business name, physical business address, and federal employer identification number, FIN, as they appear on your official IRS documentation. Mismatched legal details between Wave and federal databases will trigger filing rejections down the road. Alongside your federal information, your state tax identification numbers, specifically state unemployment tax accounts and state income tax withholding IDs, must be configured before you add a single dollar of payroll. Omitting these state-level IDs causes Wave to withhold taxes without properly remitting them to your state's Department of Revenue. Another major friction point is adding an official company signatory. Wave requires a designated individual with legal signing authority to submit tax forms and authorize electronic signatures. Skipping or incorrectly assigning this authorization locks you out of automated tax filings when deadlines arrive. Once your organizational baseline is locked in, shift your focus to worker classification. Misclassifying an employee as an independent contractor, or vice versa, is one of the fastest ways to invite a costly federal tax audit. Wave handles 1099 contractors and W-2 employees differently. For 1099 contractors, you only need their legal name, address, taxpayer identification number, and bank details for direct deposit. For W-2 employees, onboarding requires complete precision. You must collect a completed Form W-4 to accurately record their tax filing status and withholding adjustments. Enter their social security number, physical address, hire date, and pay rate with extreme care. Establishing pay schedules early is equally critical. Whether you run weekly, bi-weekly, semi-monthly, or monthly pay periods, changing your pay schedule mid-year in Wave creates major reporting headaches for tax calculations. Pick a schedule aligned with your cash flow and stick to it. A common operational breakdown occurs around bank account linking and payroll funding. Wave requires a dedicated funding account to pull payroll disbursements and tax liabilities. Connect a verified business checking account, never a personal account, and establish a secondary reserve specifically for payroll taxes. When direct deposits execute, Wave pulls employee net pay along with tax withholdings simultaneously. If your primary account lacks sufficient clearing funds at the moment of processing, direct deposit transactions bounce, paychecks fail, and late payment interest fees begin accruing immediately. If you are transitioning to Wave mid-year, you cannot simply start fresh on your next pay period. You must manually enter historical payroll data for every active and terminated worker paid during the current calendar year. Failing to input prior quarter earnings and withholdings causes Wave to miscalculate year-end Form W-2s and annual 940/941 tax summaries, exposing your business to filing penalties. The ultimate goal of setting up Wave Payroll is establishing a seamless, automated workflow that frees you to run your business. Before running your first real payroll, execute a full setup audit, verify that all W-4 withholdings match employee submissions, confirm state tax filing frequencies, ensure the company bank account is fully connected, and invite employees to their self-service portals so they can view pay stubs and update their personal details directly. A clean setup transforms payroll from a stressful obligation into a simple, multi-click process every pay period.